How to read music on the treble clef for piano players. Let's jump right into it. Now let's look at the 5 lines. This is the first line or line 1. As you can see, this is the second line or line 2. You can see that on the second line. This is the third line or line 3. As you can see that on the third line. This is the fourth line or line 4. You can see that on the fourth line. This is the fifth line or line 5. As you can see that. Here are the 5 lines. As you can see, line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, and line 5. Let's move on. Now let's look at the 4 spaces. You see the 4 space? So this is the first space or space 1. This is the second space or space 2. As you can see that. This is the third space or space 3. This is the fourth space or space 4. As you can see that. So here are the 4 spaces. So here are the combination of the lines. Here are the 5 lines and the 4 spaces. That's line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5, and space 1, space 2, space 3, and space 4. If you noticed, the lines and the spaces are being read from the bottom to the top. So you have to read from the bottom to the top. So don't make the mistake of reading from the top to the bottom. You will be wrong. All right. So in order for us to relate the lines and the spaces with musical sounds or notes, we need to introduce the clef. So the clef is the symbol at the left of the staff. So there's always a symbol that is drawn here. So that's your clef. So this is the clef. You see that? So the clef is what unlocks the musical meaning of a staff, so you can relate it with musical sounds or notes. So basically what this means is that without this clef on this staff, so take note, the 5 lines and the 4 spaces is the staff, and why this is the clef. So when you place the clef on this staff, you can call it a treble staff or a treble stave when they are together. So what this means here, what we just read now, what it means is that without this clef, we cannot tell if the line is A or B or C or D. So basically when the clef is placed on the staff, it now gives the lines and space a name. All right, so let's move on. When this particular clef, called the treble clef or G clef, is placed on a staff, the first line will be E. So take note, because we place this clef on the staff, the first line will be E. And take note that the treble clef is also called the G clef, right? So depending on the clef that is used, that will determine the names of every line and every space. All right, take note of that. The instrument the music is written for determines the clef that will be used. For example, for a bass clef, if we are using the bass clef, it's going to be written for a bass guitar, right? So treble clef can also be written for voice and some other instruments. All right, so take note of that. Before we move further, we need to note that in music, sounds are named using the first 7 letters of the alphabet, which are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If you count that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it does not exceed 7. So there's no such thing as H in music or I, J, or K to Z. So maybe if H in a different language is the same thing as A, all right? So but just take note, it does not exceed G. So these 7 letters of the alphabet will be used repeatedly when ascending or descending. For example, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. You keep repeating that forward. And I also advise that you learn how to read these 7 letters backwards. It's very, very important. I know back in school we were not taught how to read the alphabets backwards. It's going to be hard if we're going to be reading from Z to A, but in this case we just have 7. So the best thing you want to do is learn to read it backward. You can break it down by having G, F, E, D, C, B, A. So if you look at it, it can be, if you go back here, you can think of it as G, fed, C, B, A. So G, fed, C, B, A, if that helps you. All right, so let's move on. In summary, this means that when you get to G, you will start over again from A. If you want to see more videos like this and learn more, make sure you click on the like button, click on the subscribe button for more, and also make sure you turn on the notification bell icon and choose all. All right, and make sure you share this video. You have anything you probably want to learn or you don't understand in this video, type that in the comment, or videos that you'd like to see, type that in the comment. That way, that makes me realize that you want to see more videos like this, and I'll be able to create more free videos like this. So if you want to have a one-on-one class with me, check in the description to get my contact details on how you can contact me and start up. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you again. Bye for now.